RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. Yeah. Springtime is coming. Yeah, we was, I think here in Iowa and other parts of the Midwest, we facing the potential for some serious snow. And the seasons always spin the block. They ain't never just gone. We always go through that, what they call like the Indian summer or whatever, when it's like late in the year, October, November, but then it just gets like super warm for like 2, 3, 4 days in a row. It'd be like super nice, almost like summertime again when you thought that shit was gone. And then the winter come. You know, the winter do the same shit around here, because you will swear, oh, it's springtime, everything good, let's go. You know what I'm saying? It was all, I thought it was sundress season around this bitch. Nah, we got some snow to look forward to. Like, that shit just won't go away. It always peekaboo, come back, spin the block. So hopefully we can get past these windy ass chilly days we've been having, and this snowstorm that we may get into later this week or this weekend. So we can get this open carry shit cracking, because me and Cuz finna go bananas this year, man. We finna be everywhere. We got a few more ideas about how to interact more with the public when we out. I really been wanting to do a reaction channel, and I do got another channel, RPM TV. Y'all go sub to that. RPM TV is my backup channel. I wanted to run to both of these channels at the same time. We're doing like reaction videos and other shit that I typically don't do, like my music and shit, on the other channel. I'm just, man, I procrastinate a lot, and then when I really get ready to do something major, or to make a change, or to get into something new, I always got to plan it out so thoroughly before I get started, because I want that shit to look good off top. But a lot of this shit do come with a learning curve and the growing process, how to do certain things and getting into your rhythm. But you know, that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna be more productive this year for damn sure. I got a lot of things planned, and it's gonna be litty around this bitch, man. Y'all stay tuned. But what I really want to talk about, man, is all of the shit that I really be wanting to talk about, that I feel like the government influence and like this super heavy negativity that they place on the world. And people love this whole fucking good vibes only, and trying to be more positive and staying away from negative people. The whole time, government business won't let you be positive about nothing. How positive can you honestly be doing your yoga in the park with fucking 17 fucking strangers on a beautiful fucking spring afternoon? Man, fuck all that. Somebody planning to fucking shoot shit up, drop bombs, take over resources, and force you into different ways of life, man, as far as not having no any more autonomy in your medical history and wishes and desires and all the shit that you okay or not okay with. Man, they fucking all of that up. And we can go on and on about the medical field just in general. Like, malpractice kill way more people than guns, and ain't nobody trying to stop these doctors from the shit that they do, from botched surgeries to the fucking chemo bullshit and the cancer. But see, I'm supposed to be doing this video talk about other shit, and look, I just can't even lightly brush against what it is that they do without them firing me the fuck up, because something is definitely wrong on planet Earth, and a lot of y'all being bitches about it. But what I really do want to talk about, man, is like deep philosophical things, deep and how that connects to the scientific observable truths that we can find in reality in general, as far as examining consciousness and what that means. You can loosely relate that to religious conquest that we've seen in the past in the world, and this hoarding and harboring of truths, like the Vatican got a gang of shit. They rape, pillage, and plunder the earth, stealing all types of artifacts and art and resources and all type of shit. Vatican City is crazy, and it's weird though, because it's not that many of them. It's not like you can't go check them. Like, y'all, oh no, y'all weird. But wondering what, you know, the truth of reality is, to what it means to be conscious, is a way more it's a doper conversation than to really be talking about gun laws and shit like that. That gun shit is a defensive response from me, out of resentment for what they got going on, because I would much rather be thinking about and doing other things, unmolested, unbothered, unthreatened, by all of this other shit that they got going on. And those things are, you know, philosophical thought, learning other languages and shit like that. Painting a self-portrait was one of the things that Tyler in Fight Club, the movie Fight Club, if you ever seen that, he's about to crash the car with his buddies in the car. He's going to crash it intentionally to prove them a life lesson. He wanted to have a near-life experience with their ass. And he asked the guys before he crashed the shit, what is it that you wish you would have did with your life before you died? And that's a good fucking question. And one of the answers, replicate your image in a self-portrait. It does something to you that should be hypnotic in the process, that you also begin to get into a train of thought of like an introspective thought process is what it should ignite inside of you. If you even have the mind to even attempt to paint or even draw a self-portrait, it'll lead you there because you're already 1 foot into the idea of what the goal is. And it's a beautiful thing to do this kind of stuff. I'm an artistic person. I got an art scholarship to the college that I went to, Cole College here in Cedar Rapids, and I am an artist. I can draw my ass off. I haven't drawn a picture in a long ass fucking time, and that's strange to me now that I think about it. But I can draw like hyper realistic stuff. I was pretty good for my age and what I was doing at the time. I haven't drawn pictures in years, man. It must be like almost 20 years since I've drawn a picture, 15 to 20 years. But I was a young artist, man, and I had the potential to do a lot of things, but my mind works in that way. I went to college initially to be an architect because I wanted to put my imagination and propensity to manifest a reality onto a two-dimensional plane, you know, a three-dimensional reality onto a two-dimensional plane. I could do that well, showing shadows and depths and pictures. I had to show y'all some of this shit sometime. I'll show some of my drawings and shit. I think it'll blow your mind. I should do that later tonight, man. I'll just do another live stream later and show y'all this shit. But yo, what? Somebody shot an ATF guy? Airport manager got a no-knock raid this morning. He shot ATF guy. Wow. A no-knock raid and dude got shot? Good. I hope he died too. And I don't care what that sound like to nobody. I don't care how negative that sound to nobody. If an ATF guy got shot, I don't even care if the shooter was in the wrong. Like, fuck both of y'all. Fuck the shooter and the ATF guy. If the shooter was a bad guy, then fuck him too. I don't mean to make excuses for him. I hope they shoot each other and then neither one of them survive. But if the ATF dude got hit, I hope he got hit all the way. Hit him all the way. I don't give a fuck. I don't gotta like nobody or do none of that shit. They don't got to. They actually do these things. What I say about them ain't nowhere near what it is that they do. That's why I don't give a fuck about saying the shit that I say about them. I ain't shooting, somebody else did. I'm just fucking hoping that he don't make it. Now, that's my answer. Now, back to what I was saying about painting a self-portrait and being all introspective and fucking trying to be one with reality and shit. To me, I think being one with reality, what people don't understand, is why I want to talk about some of this stuff more. When I talk about that introspective, philosophical, what is this shit? The nature of reality, the fabric, consciousness, where it came from. The whole search for God, whatever the fuck that is. I like to talk about that type of shit more because that's important. I think it's so important that I need everything else to have the volume turned down on it so that we can do more of that in a greater state of peace and comfort. And the government shit is in the way. That's why I rally against that shit so much, because they being too loud. I was trying to do this other stuff, man. I want to talk about this other stuff. I want to think about this other stuff, completely indulge in these other things, man. They fucking that up, and I know why they fucking it up too. They fucking it up for the same reason that I'm searching for these answers to these things, because they got some of the answers, probably all of the answers, answers that the average man wished that he had. He'd have a better understanding on how he should be vibing with the rest of the world, how he should interact with other people and shit. I say it all the time. I see my kids and everybody, because the way I feel about them, I know somebody feels that way about you. That's why I can't hurt you, because I recognize that and I take that shit super sincerely. That I go, oh, well then I can't hurt you then, bro. You somebody's baby. I don't care how old you are. You are somebody's baby. And if we were all kids playing on the playground, I know what will be the proper conduct between us, and I know what all the adults would kind of wish too. And I think it's sad that we grow up and then we lose track of all of that, and I try to get back to that, to at least remember that that's where we were as kids, and that's where we should have been as adults, and now it's up to you to spoil it, and then when you spoil it, I'll return fire. Because it ain't gonna be no one-sided battle, but it's a goddamn shame that it comes to that, if it ever comes to that with me and anybody, or when it comes down to that between other human beings in general. Just an observation. It's all sad, and if it's got to be like that, so be it. But just know that I recognize that it don't have to be, and that it shouldn't have been like that, and I think that's sad, man. And then I'll just return fire at you, breaking my heart and breaking your fucking bones and organs and shit, putting rounds on target, because I'm gonna fight you. When I was trying to love you and you want that shit, man, so be it, bro. I've just come to terms with the fact that the world is just fucking dangerous and super violent. The shit that people can do and have done to other people in the world just make you say, I don't give a fuck how rare it is. If it happens to me, and one out of every fuck, I don't give a fuck if one person all year gets brutally murdered in public by a fucking stranger, or in a botched robbery or something. If it happens to one person in the city of Cedar Rapids in a year, if you win that shitty lottery, it's 100% your life. I don't give a fuck about the percentage of the chance that it could be one of us. When it happens to you, it's 100% on your ass. That's your life now. That's your death now. And I don't think you should play with that. I'm not playing with none of that shit, just in case. And it doesn't have to be a state of paranoia to make people act like that. You're not paranoid if you have a functioning fire extinguisher or 2 or 3 in your fucking house, and you know that it's not expired, and you know that the motherfucker functions. Fuck is you talking about? That's not paranoia. It's preparedness. It's the same thing with the fucking gun, and I don't got to be a cop, just like I don't got to be a fireman. But woo bang, man. Peace and love to y'all, man. Let's talk about more things more often. But the government is definitely spoiling the conversation, bro. We should be able to get to these other things at peace, at will, when we say so, without molestation or distraction. Woo bang, man. Get a gun, man.